What's up, guys? It's your boy, Mr. Thomas Jonesy. It is bright and early. I say bright and early, it's probably like 8:30. Anyway, we were out in the garage, but we're not working on the motorcycles today. We are involving one of the motorcycles in this video, but this is a much different video than usual. As some of you may know, I recently started streaming on Twitch, and I do so in the garage, sitting on my 2005 Gsxr 1000. The only Twitch streamer who uses a motorcycle as a gaming chair.
Let me say that again. He streams on a street bike. This man is a goat. Like, what? The Valentino Rossi of Twitch? Like, what?
And I venture to say I have the fastest gaming chair on Twitch. The purpose of today's video is to show you how we turn this little one-car garage in my house that needs to function as a garage into a gaming room in less than 10 minutes. Now, I'm about to go live on Twitch running COD and coffee with a couple of friends, and this time I'm actually not sitting on one of the bikes because I don't have a whole lot of time to set up, and I need that bike later today. So we're gonna do a quicker of a setup, but I am gonna show you in this video how we set it up for tonight's stream. So come along. All right, so as you've probably seen in one of my videos before, this is my workbench. There's a little more wires showing right now than there used to be, and there is still some wire cleanup to do up here from the PS5, but this area turns into a gaming room. So the RR acts as a backdrop, and right now that's why you can see that little like LED light strip that is draped over it for now. We'll show you what that looks like when it's turned on. We have the banners hanging up just to provide something other than the white wall for the light to reflect off of. And we're still using the garage for pretty much everything else that we would use it for, and hopefully painting the bus soon. Still didn't get that done. Really the only change is you'll see some of the powder coating stuff is not just hanging out on top of the powder coating cart anymore. And that's because we actually use the powder coating cart as part of the gaming setup at 2. We are streaming from a console through a laptop. And honestly, guys, one of the purposes of this video is to show you that you don't need a whole lot to get started. It's like I've said about making YouTube videos, just press record. So I'm going to show you that you can take a very budget setup and put out a pretty good sounding and looking stream. I personally think, besides the camera, and we'll talk about that, I do need a new camera. And actually, let me backtrack. My camera quality, the picture comes out crisp. I just don't have the controllability. Is that a word? I'm not able to zoom and focus on the areas that I want to focus. I'm getting too wide of a shot, but from too far away, if that makes sense. All right, so here we are, and as you can see, it is much later in the daytime. Well, it is actually nighttime. We did the morning stream, we did the COD and coffee, and it went great. If you weren't there, you really missed out. We actually did a second stream in the afternoon taking care of the bike. Took the bike for a ride today, so we had to maintenance the chain, maintenance the brakes, clean it because it had been a while. It was the first real ride of the season, so there was just some stuff to do to get it ready. And as you can see, now it is in the gaming chair position. So I'll talk a little bit about my setup and show you how we set it up. To keep the bike in place perfectly aligned in front of the TV, by the way, we use one of these wheel chucks that is kind of like the Condor chuck. You push the bike up into it, it locks behind the wheel there. It will hold the bike sturdy enough to do maintenance on the bike most of the time without a strap, but it does come with a strap point. For the purpose of the stream, I do strap it down lightly because I may be on and off the bike and I don't want it to rock. We sometimes get a little animated, right, when we're playing a video game and we're streaming, so I really want it to be tight. Plus, I'm gonna have this red cart set up next to the bike right here, and I don't want it to bump into that. And if I'm eating or something else is going on, I may even have one of those stools or another table next to the bike on this side. I know, it's not really aesthetically pleasing the way we set it up, but for what the camera can see, it works great, and then for performance, it actually works great. As I mentioned before, we stream from a PS5 onto this, I think it's a 32-inch TV right here. Our webcam is actually a GoPro on a little tripod right there. We use the laptop to run Streamlabs. We are using an Elgato HD60S capture card to get the picture and audio from the PlayStation to the laptop. We also have an Astro Mixamp HDMI to optical audio out adapter, but the main reason we need that adapter is because we are running the Astro Mixamp. That brings me to my next thing. This looks like a hot mess, but this is everything we need to set up the stream besides the laptop, all in one drawer, ready to go. And as we take it out, it'll really make sense. So to get started, we're gonna pull this cart right here with that table on top and the laptop, and we're gonna put it next to the bike on this side. We're gonna set the GoPro up. I'm actually gonna try a new angle today, probably on top of the toolbox, but usually it goes right there in the corner. We're gonna set the GoPro up, then we're gonna hook everything up. I'm not gonna show you that in this video. I'm just gonna show you what the final setup looks like. If you'd like a detailed video on how to actually set up and run the stream, I can do that too. If you have any specific questions about one part of it, like maybe you wanna know the specs on the laptop I'm using, or you wanna know how to hook up the Elgato HD60, or you wanna know how the Mixamp works, or any of the specifics that you wanna know, just let me know in the comments down below and I'll make a short video on that. probably even shorter than this video is going to be. But I'm going to go ahead and get it set up, and I'll show you what it looks like. All right, so in a little less than 10 minutes, we got it all set up. And it was probably about 5 minutes. So we have the laptop that we're going to be streaming with right here. Our Astro Mixamp Pro right there. Game changer if you play video games. The sound quality, not to mention the customization of the sound that you're hearing in your headphones through the Mixamp, is top notch. Worth every penny. We have our headset right here ready to go. The controller is still up there charging. We have a second phone that acts as a stream deck. If you don't know what a stream deck is, I could do a video explaining that too. We use a virtual stream deck program. And this is the hardware for it since it doesn't come with the hardware. And then that's really about it. Hid the wires. Not, like I said, aesthetically pleasing, not the best. There are some wires, but we do a decent job hiding them in some wire loom. The ones that'll run into that drawer right there, which is now empty. The ones that have to run up to the PlayStation and the adapters for that. And then this one blue cable that has to run up to the GoPro. So aesthetically pleasing, it's not that great. But what the audience will see, the viewers will see, is the RR back there draped in some stream lighting, the flags that we talked about earlier, and they do see that table, but that's okay. And they see me sitting on a bike. This is the view for the most part they get. It has a wider angle. We go ahead and turn on this work light right here that we simply unclip from this Harbor Freight workbench, and that's our front lighting or our key lighting. And then also these are smart light bulbs that we'll turn to a color that will match that blue. And that's it. Guys, I probably, laptop included, have well under $1,000 into the streaming setup. That's laptop included. I did forget to mention the microphone, right? You guys are gonna love this. You're gonna laugh at it. A $40 lapel mic does just great for my stream. Now, the reason I can say this is less than $1,000 in setup is this is stuff I had already for the most part. I was already playing on a PlayStation 5. I already had the headset. I already had the controller, obviously. I already had the GoPro. That's how I bring you my vlog content. I already had the selfie stick. I already had the workbench. I already had the TV. I already had the light. I actually even already had these. They were just inside the bus. The only expensive thing I bought different is the laptop. The Mixamp Pro was actually a gift. The laptop cost me about $400, and I made that in my first affiliate stream. So it was a treat to myself because I was streaming with a Mac, so I already had a setup. This video is by no means a flex. This video is to just show something that I do different. As far as I know, I'm the only person who streams on Twitch sitting on a Gsxr 1000 as my gaming chair. The other purpose of this video is to show you I don't have an elaborate gaming room, right? I have a one-car garage attached to a rancher house that I also have to store my motorcycles on and do work on them. This is a functional garage. I even work on some customers. You don't need an elaborate setup. You don't need an extra room. You don't need all of the things that you think you need or that you think you see bigger streamers using. Because remember, all they see is this. That's a bad angle, but I'll insert some footage from a stream right here. Steps.
Oh, this fucking buy.
Yeah, he really was right behind me.
He's out front.
Thank you, because I had to reload. Oh, right in front of me. Ooh, all they see is what you want them to see. The biggest part is bring yourself and just press record. If I can do it, you can do it. Guys, if you took anything from this video, please make sure you smash that like button. Also, consider subscribing if you're into seeing anything about bikes, the bus, the Challenger, which you can't see because it's dark. If any of this interests you, please consider hitting that subscribe button. Also, twitch.tv/Mr. Thomas Jonesy. Come hang out, say what's up. It's the quickest way to get a hold of me. I'll see you guys at the next video.